was he like back then? We all know him as sort of like, you know, royalty, the you know, the environmental messages. What was he actually like as a serving officer?
Well, you have to understand that, first of all, it was a little wooden mine hunter, and we don't normally have people of his structure actually even visiting, let alone coming in as a captain. And I was quite surprised, to say the least of it, to think that my next captain was going to be the Prince of Wales. However, you don't become a captain of a ship unless you are worthy of that title. And if you think carefully about what he's actually achieved to get to that point, helicopter pilot, you don't become a helicopter pilot in 2 minutes flat. You don't become a jet pilot in 2 minutes flat. These are all very technical jobs which he has achieved. And then there was a navigator on board a ship. He became the navigator. He was a correspondence officer on another ship. And so all these attributes that he had, I beg your pardon, amalgamated to such an experienced young man, because he was only 24-year-old. I think I was the eldest at 25. So you can imagine it was an experience that we really weren't too sure of. But being the coxswain of a ship, I'm like the mother hen of the lower deck. And I just turned around and said to myself, just get on and be what you are, who you are, and it'll all fall into place. And that's exactly what we all did. Believe you me, he was only on board the ship for a matter of 2 weeks before we were ready to set to sea. And my wife had been up with me in Rosyth for that period, and she'd never seen the Prince before then. And she had to drive back to Portsmouth the day that we sailed. She drove me down to the dockyard. I got out the car, went on board, got into my position as coxswain of the ship, and the captain said, "Are we all ready to sail, coxswain?" I said, "Yes, sir, we're up and running." And then he turned around, and we'd already let go of the gangway, and we were letting go of the ropes. And he said, "Coxswain, who's that lady on the jetty?" And I said, "That's my wife, sir. Give her a wave." "Stop the ship, coxswain. Put the gangway out. Get your wife on board in your cabin. I'll be down in 5 minutes, and I want a good old chinwag with her." That's the sort of person that I'm talking about.